Hey guys, what is up? I'm Kelly.
Jazz.
Thanks for joining us. Welcome to our channel. Welcome back if you haven't been with us before. If you have been following along with our From coverage, you know that we have been doing Fromily Fridays with a recap of the episodes every 5 p.m. Eastern. We are going to do a recap this Sunday instead because we have a very special episode for you today.
Yeah.
The trailer just dropped. The season 3 trailer. So we're going to talk about it. And we've got screenshots to show you. We're not going to show you all of them, but we are going to post all of them to our social media. So make sure you're following us on X, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. On X, we are Cyborg Queen TV, and on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, we are Cyborg Queen Media. So find us. We're also on Lemonade too. I keep forgetting that, but I haven't really been posting
X? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I know. By the way, screw you. Point for X, as soon as we went live, I had a little exclamation point next to the X icon. I'm like, what is going on there? You now have to be premium to broadcast live to X.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
just really trying to disinterest every last person that's still on that app.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to get used to using threads more often now. So I don't have to
find us on Threads.
Yes, find us on Threads. We are on Threads. So the big news, the number one piece of news that came out of Comic-Con this weekend is that the premiere is going to be earlier than I thought. They said fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I did not.
Fall.
Yeah, 2 days into fall. Mm-hmm. It's premiering
September 22nd.
Yep. September 22nd.
Happy birthday to me.
Yes, exactly. And we are covering both this and Daryl Dixon, Book of Carol.
Mm-hmm.
We're planning on doing after shows for both of them. Book of Carol premieres September 29th. So we need to figure out if we're going to put Book of Carol on a 1 hour delay and then just to run over, because they do that sometimes, and then just go live with From, and then Book of Carol. But I don't know, they might be on at different times. So, one might be on at 7, one might not be on at 8. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Exactly. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
They're both on what day?
Sundays.
Sundays, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
So it's gonna be, Sundays are gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Plus there's a new show coming out called Teacup on Peacock that Jazzy and I are both interested in covering. So
I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah, it's James Wan, who is, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with his work. He's behind Saw and The Conjuring and just all kinds of stuff. He's kind of a horror icon. Ian McCullough and Luciano LaRue, who plays Javi on Yellow Jackets, they're all in it. And it seems to be kind of another puzzle box show.
Which are my favorite.
Yeah, me too. I like to not know what the hell's going on in the shows that I watch, But there is also some other news. They announced a couple of new cast members for season 3. So that's kind of exciting. There is one of them I'm really excited about, not because of the actor, but because of who I think he might, who I think he might be connected to, or what the show will be. But I just lost it. What the heck? Sorry, bear with me. This is
Yeah,
the perils of going live,
yeah. I like it.
I have to do a control really quick. Okay, here we go. So Robert Joy from New York and Samantha Brown from Y, The Last Man, it will join the talented ensemble cast. Robert Joy will play Henry, a curmudgeon to whom the years have not been kind, while Brown will play Acosta, a new to the force police officer who is in over her head. Now, from the trailer, it looks like she's in Fromville.
Mm-hmm.
So she must have, surprise.
So is the force just Boyd and Kenny?
Yeah, I guess so. But no, it looks like she's in a police uniform. So I believe she was probably, on her first day at the job or something, working the beat, and just ended up in Fromville. That's what I'm guessing. But who knows? But whew, man. Jazzy, what was your initial reaction to this trailer? What were you feeling?
Stress. Stress. It was incredible. It did so much to build anticipation without giving anything away. I don't feel like anything is spoiled for me, which I normally do feel from trailers, but it was great. It was a great taste. Very, very hype for it to get. I like that From gives you breadcrumbs. I never feel like they're asking more questions without answering anything. Lost or some other show. I like that I feel like there's a good balance of new situations coming up to create more questions while simultaneously answering questions I had before. So it looks like we're going to get a lot of info on Tabitha and what's going on with her. I like that we're answering questions. That's always a good sign for me.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I wasn't sure how I felt about what was going to happen with Tabitha, with her being separated and everything. But I mean, there's some good that could be going in a really, really interesting direction.
It seems to be.
Yeah. There was a synopsis for the there was a synopsis. I can't talk right now. There was a synopsis for the season, but it's on the YouTube video, so I don't have it pulled up right now. But it basically said it was kind of cool. It was kind of exciting. It mentioned that something about the idea of escape becoming more and more possible. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah. We also have, there's so much good stuff, man. I'm so thrilled. We've also got we got some key art sent to us that's very cool. Let me just bring this up really quick.
There's some exciting inclusions.
Yeah. No kidding. Oh, where did it go? It's funny because we started freezing up, and I know it's because I was having bandwidth issues, so I'm trying to close out of things as I don't need them, but it's kind of a pain in the neck. But hey, that's live streaming for you. Okay,
we live, baby.
All right, let's bring Tabitha down and let me show you this key art here. So this is really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have it like on a bigger screen here, but so obviously, you know, we got Boyd front and center. We got some creepy, those freaking like skull branch people are scary looking.
Yeah, I do not like the looks of that thing at all. Don't want to come upon it in the woods for sure.
Right? That's scarier than the Blair Witch stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I love the look on Jade's face. It took me
like till the very end of the trailer to realize that was Jade. I was like, who is this guy? I've seen the promo shots of him like with longer hair and stuff, but he just looks really different.
We've got now, okay, this is interesting. We've got Sarah up there in her, well, actually both Julie and Sarah are in season 1 clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting. So I wonder why that is. We've got the creepy kids. We've got some art in the back. We got Victor and Ethan. So I'm just kind of, if you're watching this, I'm kind of going over in detail what's on the poster. For those who might be listening, because I am going to upload this to our podcast later. But we've got Tabitha looking out her hospital window. And yeah, we've got the goat.
That goat's a star.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Ellis and Fatima and Don in the left-hand corner. And then interestingly enough, in the lower right-hand corner with Tian Chen and Elgin, we have Father Khatri.
Yeah.
So obviously, if he's back, it's not a big surprise because we know Boyd's been talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting that he's on here. So
yeah,
we're probably going to see a lot of him, which is cool. Of course, I still have this theory that he's not actually dead.
Yeah.
That nobody's dead. I think they just all go to another place. That's my theory.
I noticed that is Elgin the only season 2 character that makes it in the artwork?
Well, I didn't see Mari or Bacta in the trailer.
Yeah.
Randall's in the trailer.
Yeah, I saw Randall.
So I think Randall's going to be playing a big role. By the way, like, I'm so sorry to harp on this again, but you know, getting back to what I was talking about the other week about Catalina Santino Moreno and her accent and how people just like, there were some ignorant comments about it.
Yeah.
AJ Simmons, brilliant actor who plays Randall.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's British.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He's British.
I had no idea.
I've never heard anybody nail an accent.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are putting on an accent, using a different accent, once. I haven't heard him slip up at all.
Yeah, no, I never would have guessed he was British.
Yeah. But he came on a bus that was coming from Grand Rapids. And he's got like an East Coast accent.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why aren't people complaining about that? They're like, why does Tabitha have this accent? They should have put in a storyline explaining where she's from. Randall has an accent too.
Some people are from places where they have an accent that's different than yours. That doesn't need to be a whole plot line.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, I won't harp on that.
Why Tabitha's Hispanic?
Oh my gosh. And why doesn't she why doesn't she sound exactly like Sofia Vergara? Oh, anyway. Yeah, I will get off my soapbox on that. But
I'll join you up there. You don't need to get down.
All right, I love her. I think she's great, and I don't think she gets enough attention.
She's a fantastic
actress. A lot. Yes, and I think her character is really fascinating. You know, she's part of a family. She's on a show where the men are really driving the show. But she's not just like off on the sidelines. She's like doing stuff. She's actively trying to do things to get out. She's taking risks, you know? So
Absolutely.
she's a really strong female character, and I like her a lot. Okay. So let's look at some. This one we already saw. We've got Tabitha looking out her
the big season 2 finale twist.
Yes. So exciting. Oh, we got it. Got an empty one there. Okay. We saw this one already. Still not sure who that is, but that ankle looks pretty chewed up.
Yeah. I feel like that's a real small foot.
Yeah, it does look really small, doesn't it? It looks like there's a bandana that kind of looks like a black and white bandana hanging down.
I can see that.
Yeah. I don't know. I put in the text from the voiceovers. So the animals, they got the animals, guys. Look at that. Oh, so sad. Yeah. And it looks like they slit its throat too. Like, like they didn't even do it to like take anything from it. It looks like
they just killed it.
Baby. All these people are dying, and I'm like, no, not the animals.
The
goat. But so we've got Jade and Boyd carrying a body or some bodies in the cart, and Boyd is saying it was. Donna, sounding very upset, says, "How many did you save?" So we know right away that we're starting off with a bad situation.
Yeah. Donna seems like she is going through it in this trailer.
Yeah.
She's having a rough time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got Boyd looking frustrated and bloody. And Donna seems like she's kind of trying to give him a pep talk. Because Boyd takes everything on himself, like he takes on a lot of responsibility, and he's probably feeling like he let people down. But yeah, Donna's been good at boosting him up. Yeah,
she has. They make a nice team. Like they balance out each other's energies really well.
They do, for sure. And so Donna is saying you did the only thing you could do. Then we've got Boyd carrying somebody into the church wrapped in cloth. We can't figure out who this is, but they're wearing black pants.
It looks like a small person to me, with the ease that Boyd's holding them, and I don't know. I'm afraid it's either Tin Chin or it's Julie, and either way, I wouldn't be happy about it.
I almost wonder, wait a minute, I'm looking at that. Maybe those aren't pants. Doesn't that look like it could be Boyd's jacket?
Oh, you know what? It could be.
Yeah, I wonder if he put his jacket on somebody.
Yeah, it absolutely could be his jacket.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it might even look like those might be buttons, on the side there.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely see, like, I see black. I thought it was pants, but I see black, and I'm looking at I see a pocket, and it looks like it could be his jacket. So
Mhm.
and he's not wearing it. He's not wearing his jacket. Um, so yeah, not sure who that might be, but it's kind of scary. I do think either Sarah or Tian Chen is going to go this season, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ugh.
I
That one
know. Oh
was.
God. If Tian Chen goes, that's going to be,
We riot.
yeah.
I
And
need
that's
her
going to be
protected.
brutal for that's going to be brutal for the characters too, because she's,
Yeah, especially for Kenny
God,
to lose both parents like that. Like I can't.
poor guy. Through too much.
Mhm.
We've got Ethan looking very sad on the little merry-go-round, probably wondering where Tabitha is.
Yeah.
And looks like Randall still got the bus.
Yeah. This little setup up there.
Boyd is coming to talk to him. And then, yeah, see, Boyd has his jacket on.
Yeah.
And I think this is the same shirt. So I think this is before.
Yeah, this looks like it's before everything goes down.
Yeah. So he says, he's talking to a bunch of people. He says, look, we're still in this thing. Then we see a
That's his
shot of
adventure
Victor.
shirt. That's the shirt he wore when he found the talismans and everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's worn that shirt a few times.
Yeah.
We got a shot of Victor. And we've got Kenny. Makes me nervous that, we don't see his mom in there with him.
Yeah, the diner's empty.
Yes.
He's bugging out.
And he's got flowers, which I think are for the funeral that they're going to.
No, I refuse.
I really hope it's not. Oh my God. Ugh. I really want to get, whether it is her or not, I really want to get Elizabeth Moy on the show because she's wonderful.
Yes, absolutely.
But Kenny is looking distressed because we've got the I keep getting, why is it showing? Okay. Whoa. Head there. So Kenny is looking at the jukebox, and the jukebox is obviously, it's playing on its own, like it often does. And he just gets fed up and picks up a silverware thing and just hurls it at it and destroys it.
Is it a bus tub or is it a silverware tray?
Oh, yeah, it's a bus tub. Yeah.
I knew it was some kind of like big kitchen.
Yeah.
Plastic tub like that.
I hope his mom is still with us.
Me too. I love her.
So here we have a creepy shot.
Yeah, that's a great screenshot.
Yeah. So Jade is looking at this guy, and he is, I mean, he looks like he looks like he could be a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
A Civil War soldier.
At first I thought it might be another version of Jade, like Jade seeing another version of himself, but it's not the same person.
Yeah. But yeah, that kind of looks like the right period of clothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
the clothing's all like old and like looks torn at, and
he
aged.
Yeah. He's also looks like he got either shot or stabbed in the eye.
Yeah.
And he's drinking out of a skull.
Yeah.
Very
also,
creepy.
his fingers are creeping me out.
They're very dirty.
Yeah. Is it dirt or is it like, I don't know, frostbite or
Oh yeah, that could be frostbite
kinda,
actually.
I don't know. He's a wizard in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. Very, very creepy. I don't know why Jade keeps seeing Civil War soldiers.
Yeah.
But it's weird. We then got a shot of Jim and Kenny walking through the woods. There's no snow on the ground.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know if that means it's before or after. They might be looking for Tabitha, maybe.
Hopefully.
We then have Jim and Boyd talking to each other. He says things are getting worse. Jim says things are getting worse around here, aren't they? Yeah, no, duh, Jim.
Seems that way.
A moron, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I think that's my favorite line from the whole show. Got Boyd. Now this is scary.
Yeah.
Donna says, Boyd, we're out of food. Whew. We thinking cannibalism?
I hope not. I can only take that from 3 or 4 shows at a time.
Yeah. To start, like, their crops and their animals are gone, you know?
Yeah.
God, that's scary.
I don't know what they're going to do. It's so scary.
Oh, man.
I'm imagining that some food is going to show up or get to them somehow, because it would just be boring to watch them all starve to death. That would be awful.
Yeah. Now, you know, what's interesting, it works out with there being a massacre because, you know, there's less people to need food, but so far the town has been replacing people.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to get a whole bunch of new people in? You know? Yeah, let's focus on the ones we have right now. We've got a shot of Vic in the woods behind Colony House. And he says, so many things are changing here. We have to remember. And he's talking to Sarah. And she's saying, remember what? And he says, what's missing? Obviously, we know that he just remembered in season 2 that he had a sister that he totally forgot about. That was kind of a heart-wrenching scene. That was a gut punch of a scene.
Yeah, it really was.
But it makes me think, you know, I wonder if people might forget Tabitha.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, that would make so much sense.
Yeah, it would. Sorry guys, I don't know why there's a bunch of blank slides in here. Unfortunately, the grandma creature screenshot, I have it, but it's for some reason it's corrupted. But the Julie and Ethan opened the door at the Lou house, and the grandma, and she's like, hello.
That evil lady.
Yeah. And Julie and Ethan take off running. We see Julie trying to hand in.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like she forces her way in. We've got a shot of Ellis with the voiceover from Donna saying the game here is rigged. Ellis is approaching Fatima in the trailer, We'll see another shot of her later. We've got down sobbing, and Boyd has his hand on her back trying to comfort her, and she's saying, why can't they just leave us alone? So there's some bad stuff going on here.
Yeah. Her delivery here was like heartbreaking, and it was just a little clip, like, just a little whoop.
So if anyone thinks Donna is like in on something suspicious, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, she's pretty destroyed.
Have to rework that theory.
Yeah. This trailer really. And we've got Boyd giving one of his pep talks. He's saying, no matter what this place throws at us, we're going to find our way home. We've got a shot of Colony House and a bunch of red shirts who I don't recognize.
I don't recognize any of those people.
The guy with the gun in the background totally looks like he's posing with a guitar or something. It's really funny.
Yeah, you can see that.
But we've got a woman she's got kind of shortish hair, and she's wearing jeans, and she's falling away from the window and screaming, and everybody's kind of looking at her. And Jade outside in his winter gear with a voiceover from Randall saying, everybody just talks about how afraid they are of dying. And oh my gosh, I don't know what happened, guys. And I really apologize because I don't know. Here we go. Okay. The trailer literally just went up. So I'm going to hang on. I'm going to bring up my other screenshots here. So he's saying, what did Rand keep talking about dying?
He says, I don't think dying's the worst thing that could happen to you here.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And that's while Boyd is like being attacked, and I think we have that shot of Elgin and the dummy.
Yeah.
That creepy R.L. Stein talking dummy that Elgin has been haunting Elgin and Jade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here. Let me.
I lost your sound for just a second.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened fast.
Oh, good. Okay.
There we go.
We've got Tabitha in a confessional.
Yeah.
And sorry. And she's saying the things that I've been through aren't possible. And we've got a shot of the priest she's talking to. Now this is super interesting. I'm excited about this.
It's a huge reveal.
So we see her standing. It looks like a very southern house, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
With this guy, and what's interesting is he's wearing a shirt that reminds me a lot of the one that Donna wears.
Yeah.
All the time, the brown plaid shirt.
Yeah, it does look a lot like that.
I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything, but so they're standing outside this house, which I assume is his house, and there's a bottle tree right there.
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking, ooh, maybe there's a portal there, but that tree could not possibly be a portal because it's too skinny. Nobody's stepping inside that tree.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
We
Not
fit one arm into the elbow, and that's it.
Yeah. Not even Sarah is getting into that tree. Maybe Ethan, if he like holds his breath and covers himself in butter or something. But yeah. But yeah, it's a bottle tree. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Then and he's saying, I think you're here for what's in the basement. Now, before we get to the basement, there are some photos behind him.
Yes.
I could not get a better shot of any of these photos.
That's a pretty good shot, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
that young woman in the center there really looks like she might be familiar. I'm just saying.
Does that look like Eloise?
It does to me.
I think it does too, but I thought maybe I was just imagining it.
I think it looks like her, and she's would be like the right age for her coming through the other side, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So we get the basement. And what's in the basement is a lot of creepy drawings. Which creepy drawings, like there's a lot of creepy drawings in the show, so it's a little sus that there's creepy drawings in this basement. But look what the drawings are of.
Creepy. They're the little creepy kids.
Very, very exciting.
Little damp children.
Yeah. So Eloise has to be connected to this guy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We know that Miranda went to go save the children. Or maybe he's connected to Miranda. Maybe, but well, if he's maybe both. But I don't know if Eloise saw the kids, but we know Miranda did. Maybe she described the children to Eloise. Maybe Eloise did see the children. Maybe she saw them when she went to. Maybe she ended up at the tower and
yeah,
and came out and
entirely possible.
Tabitha's. I can't wait to see her reaction when she. Yeah, she's gonna run into Eloise. I'm sure of it.
I think so. I think that seems to be where it's the plot's heading.
Yeah, I agree. Get another shot of Jade and they come upon these creepy looking
horrible little thing.
Now
I hate it.
Yeah, me too. Now what's interesting is that it like this one seems to have an eye in one of its sockets and not in the other. And the Civil War soldiers that Jade keeps seeing are missing eyes on that same side. They're both missing eyes. Yeah, very freaky. So again, it's like it's like Yellow Jackets with the eyes. What the heck? Why is there a weird thing with eyes and missing eyes in all the shows I watch?
I could not tell you. These eyes are creepy in general.
Yeah.
No one wants to touch eyes.
No. So we got Jim and Kenny. Shot of Boyd ringing the bell.
Yeah.
Got a nice little shot of some monsters here. That looks like a different cheerleader, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. They might have had to recast her. Or maybe there's
Maybe.
multiple cheerleaders. But that doesn't look
I
like the
think there
same
might
girl.
be. Yeah, I think there might be multiple cheerleaders. Because this girl looks a lot more athletic. The other girl looked. I don't want. Scrawny is a bad word. She looked very, very slim. This girl looks a little more athletic, like she's been dancing or something.
Yeah.
We've got we know that this is who they refer to as the librarian creature.
Mm-hmm.
We've also this guy, does he have a name?
I don't think so. I don't remember that guy.
He's just an older man.
Driver or something.
Maybe. And then we've got the waitress creature.
Yeah.
We've got Chen Chen.
Don't like that.
I know. Now
don't like that at all.
This is really scary. All of these people are outside.
Yeah.
Running from monsters. So thinking something happened to the talismans?
Mm-hmm.
Where they're not working?
Yeah. Seem to have no problem coming straight in the. I don't know what happened with, Ethan and Julie, but seems like they're being able to get into the houses.
Yeah. This is interesting because, there was been this big theme of hope and how it's not necessarily a good thing. And it's been mentioned a couple of times in the show that, the talismans are just a Band-Aid. And they were working great. And their dream started attacking them. But Boyd found the music box and smashed it.
Yeah.
That broke everybody out of it. So this might be their next plan. Like suddenly the talismans don't work. Maybe they never worked and they were just, it was all part of the game,
Yeah.
To give them hope.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
I feel like I've said this before on the podcast, but I feel like there's like maybe two parts, like something contributing bad things and making bad things happen, and maybe something making good things happen or making the place more sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if that happens, if like the talismans all of a sudden stop working and they all lose their like security and ability to have like safe places to sleep at night, then hopefully there would be some kind of equally bouncing, like they find a big food truck gets stuck there. I don't know. Something else to help bounce out the terrible so that everyone doesn't just die or kill themselves because there's no point in surviving.
Yeah. Oh God. That's scary. They've got to find another way though.
Absolutely.
I hope she's going to be okay.
Not the milkman. No. Get her out of there.
That milkman does not like animals. Yeah, we've got the milkman coming face to face with Jade.
Yeah.
Is that a cow?
Yeah, it's a cow.
Yeah. It looks like cow? I think that, it looks like the cow's alive at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the milkman just kills the cow right in front of Jade. Oh, yeah. Poor little cow. Oh God, that's so sad. It's so cute. It kind of looks a little like Falcor in this shot.
Yeah, it does.
That would be awesome if Falcor made his way into the show.
That makes me even
sadder. Our first special guest for season 3 is going to be Falcor. No. We've got Boyd talking to Randall. We've got Boyd talking to Randall, and he's saying, if we get home, we're going to do it together. Oh, there's the granny. There's the shot of grandma.
No
Oh,
thanks.
you bad, bad woman, you.
Mm-hmm.
She's chasing Julie and Ethan through the house. We've got the boy in white in another flashback with Victor. He's waving from the little merry-go-round there.
It's little Victor.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got Fatima looking a little rough.
Yeah. She looks real rough.
Yeah. She's not wearing her necklace.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I'm going to be really mad if Fatima dies because of that pregnancy. I'm going to be
my God.
Real mad.
I will riot.
Yeah.
Like,
oof.
Oh, man. You know,
that's the last thing we need.
You know, I'm not the romantic type. And Fatima and Ellis are kind of like the Maggie and Glenn.
Yeah.
From. And Maggie and Glenn were a great couple. They were great together. Not really my thing. Like, the whole romance thing just doesn't do it for me. But I love Fatima and Ellis.
Yeah.
I love them.
I would really like for them to make it out.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
And I would really like for like every show to stop doing childbirth and death. Like,
oh God, I know.
I've really had enough of it. It's
I know.
exhausting. I don't need to see not even one more birthing scene, like ever. I'm good.
Yeah. Especially not the way I think Fatima is going to go.
Yeah.
But
it's just gonna be a monster. Just
God. We've only got one shot of Elgin in the trailer.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a bigger character. We've got the dummy.
Slappy.
We've got Jade completely losing his mind.
Yeah.
He's in the bar and he's
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in the bar. He started living in the bar. And he's just got like strings and rags and ropes tied up all over the place and wires, like
it's doing a Pepe Silva.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good.
He's trying to recreate the symbol, and we see him laying on the floor underneath it, holding the journal open. And yeah, the dude is just losing his mind. We've got another shot of Boyd, and then we've got Julie outside. Sarah comes up upon her. You know, when I first saw this, I got so confused because I thought Sarah was Julie. And I'm like, is there a Julie doppelganger creature that's like coming up on her? That
was really a great shot of Julie's hair, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Way to toss it.
Let me go. She has such long, pretty hair.
It's gorgeous. That could be a L'Oreal commercial just like that.
Yes. Except a little more terrifying.
Yeah. L'Oreal, when you're being chased through the woods.
Yes. So we've got Sarah coming up behind her, and she's got her finger over her mouth, telling her to shush. We've got the woman from Colony House again.
There we go. I couldn't see her face. I kept trying to slow it down. I couldn't get a shot of her face.
Yeah, it looks like she got slashed across the stomach. And they're trying to help her. They're getting her shirt. They've got her on the couch and they're getting her shirt off. And tending to her wound. It doesn't look that bad. She's not that covered in blood.
True.
This creeped me out. We've got so we've seen the phone in the Lou house ring before in Kenny's dream.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is a dream that Jim's having. But it was just a dream in Kenny's. But is it a dream in Jim's dream, in Jim's scene, or is it actually happening? You know?
I do not know. It seemed pretty real.
Yeah. And the whole thing, like, you know, the whole association with Jim and the phone ringing is,
Yeah.
so that's kind of
I just
interesting.
rewatched episode 9 of the first season for our recap, and when when Tabitha's dreaming, she's hearing the phone ring like constantly through her dream, and
Yeah,
yeah,
she is.
it's important to them. So that would be an interesting way to get them information.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Got another shot of the little things. Okay, so we've got a funeral shot here.
Yeah.
This is a little freaky. Oh, there we go. I got zoomed in. So I can make out Boyd and
There's Ethan.
see Ethan getting up. It looks like
Yeah.
he's bringing flowers.
It does, yeah.
It looks like there's a picture of whoever that is. Do you see that white thing in the middle?
Yeah.
It looks like there's a picture, but obviously we can't see who it is.
Is this Elgin in the striped coat, like closest to camera?
It might be. No, I think that's Clara.
Okay.
Because I think I see.
Oh, they're the bus driver. Yeah.
No, Bacta's the bus driver. I think.
Oh my god.
I think that's Clara because I think I see a braid there.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. From Colony House?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that might be Christy on the left. Maybe in the gray hat.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Tilly maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, got Tilly on the right, and then Jim next to Ethan.
Interesting that Tilly isn't at all in the trailer.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Kenny up front, which that's a little concerning.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's not.
I know, me too. I think that might be Elgin's head sticking up like on the left side of Jim's in the same row as Kenny.
Yeah, that
do you
tiny
see what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I see white, and I think he was wearing a white shirt, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, so I think that's Elgin. Obviously, that's Boyd on the right side in the front with Donna next to him.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Jade, and that's Jade in the back, right?
Yeah, that's Jade.
Yeah. And it looks like that might be the new character next to him, the cop lady.
Yeah.
Not sure who this is behind Jade.
Me neither.
But
what are they making? They have something in their hand, like a weaving, or is it a dream catcher?
It looks like wildflowers to me.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It looks like they might just be putting down. Oh God, I hope it's not Kenny's mom. I really do.
Me too.
Oh, so sad.
I will not take it well.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to check on me.
Oh God, I know. Got another shot of Jade here, looking confused just right before he sees the Civil War guy. Randall. We've got a shot that we saw before of Boyd in the barn with the monsters grabbing him. Now, I found out something interesting. We were talking about who that was screaming in the barn. And I read that they actually used Kelly's scream.
Oh.
So that nobody would be able to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. So we're like trying to figure out, who that sounds like. And meanwhile, they use somebody completely different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't look like a good situation.
No. Seems like he's in trouble.
Yeah. But they're not killing him, which means that they want him to suffer with what he's about to see. So that's scary. Got another shot of Tabitha outside. I think this is Christy getting caught in an animal trap.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Christy's gonna get a.
And she's the one who can fix it. That's a bummer.
I know. Ugh. We've got Randall. It looks like the cicadas might.
Something's happening.
Yeah. It looks like he was beating something off and.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, poor choice of words. And it looks like it might be cicadas. We got another shot of Christy here in the diner. There we've got the new character.
Yeah.
The female cop with a.
Welcome to Fromville, babe.
Yep.
That's not gonna help.
That gun is not gonna help. It's not gonna do a damn thing. We've got a creature coming up behind her there. We've got Fatima at the sink with blood in the sink.
Yeah.
And then we see her reaching into her mouth. Is she pulling out teeth?
Yep.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
That's kind of a popular horror trope.
Yeah.
Where when. So I don't think this is a good pregnancy.
No. She wasn't able to get pregnant before she got there, right? Like she says
Right.
that she was told by a doctor she was infertile, and like babies take from your teeth and your hair, like they pull those nutrients out of your body anyway. So maybe it's like a super pulling baby that's like eating her.
Yeah.
Alive, which would make a lot of sense because this place is horrible.
Yes. Oh, Fatima,
really
you in trouble, girl.
That. Yeah.
We have Julie breaking down. Maybe she's, finding out her mom.
Yeah.
We've got Civil War soldier. Got a shot of Ethan outside looking scared and not sure who that is. Is that Jade?
I'm not sure. I think so. He's the one who's wearing those fingerless gloves, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think that might be Jade. Then we've got Jim at the end picking up the phone and saying hello. That's towards the end. They're a little out of order here, but we've got. This looks like a new ambulance.
Yeah, it does. And the other ambulance, they tore apart, right? Like they pulled all the wires out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the tower, so.
Yeah. So maybe the cop was driving that ambulance?
Maybe. That would make sense.
We've got those 4 creatures coming up here on Randall. And we've got, this was freaky. We've got Boyd getting something out of the ambulance, and then waitress creature comes up with the keys in her hand and says, "Looking for these?" Whoa. I don't know what happened there. Oh, it says Knox County. Knox County. Yeah, on the ambulance. So we've got there's a creature in the back that we saw. I think he's in the barn. Boyd looks scared out of his wits, and then she tells him, "You can't save them all." So, oh man,
A lot of stuff goes down.
All right. So what are your biggest thoughts after that trailer?
I'm stressed. I really think everything's pointing to Tien Chen being the one who's under that sheet, which I really don't want to see. And it's also looking like this pregnancy's probably going to cost Fatima her life, which I also really don't want to see. But hopefully I'm wrong on both counts. And they really pull out some big surprises, because I will be truly bummed if either of those things are the case.
Yeah.
I'm also really wondering about all the people we didn't see. Like, Randall and Elgin are the only season 2 characters that we see in the trailer at all. And Elgin's the only one in the promo image.
Yeah.
So, are we going to lose all those guys? Or, they just more background? Is Marielle going to fall into a hole somewhere?
We didn't see Marielle. We didn't see Bacta.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really it for the season 2 characters that stuck around, right?
And Tilly.
And Tilly,
we kind of see the back of her head potentially in that trailers in the funeral scene.
So I wonder if Marielle and Bacta are both gonna get the axe.
I could see that.
Yeah, which I mean, they were in a couple episodes. I'm not gonna, they didn't have a lot of screen time, so I'm not gonna be terribly sad. Bacta seemed, but she started off like a bit antagonistic, and then she was still.
I wanted her to get out so she could enjoy living without her student loans for even just a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that was truly devastating.
Well, and I think it's really, if she dies, we have to find out what the deal is with her grandmother.
Yeah.
Because she seems to be the only one who knew this nursery rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a good point.
She knew the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe her grandmother was in Fromville before. But yeah, I'd be more sad if Bacta didn't make it than Marielle. Marielle, I don't care that much about.
I'm a Kenny Christie shipper, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I hate it because I'm always gonna go for the same sex ship.
Yeah, me too. But Marielle's a bummer.
Yeah, and I really like Kenny and Christy together. Yeah, I totally ship them. But by the way, I'm really happy for the bi representation in the.
Absolutely.
You there's never not enough.
See that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not and when you do see it, it's like somebody exploring it for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
It's
or
not just evil. Yeah, exactly. The scene with Christy and Sarah sitting in the clinic, and she's talking about Marielle, is like one of the most queer scenes I've ever seen in my life. You've got uh, talking about and you know her female fiance and the guy that she might be kind of interested in. It's one of the queerest scenes I've ever seen, and I love it.
It was great.
Yes. Yeah, I loved it.
And I was like, oh, I want to get back to her girlfriend, but then her girlfriend showed up and she was the worst. So over it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's just kind of like, I feel bad for her because I don't necessarily hate the character. I hate everything they've done with her. Like she basically just fights with Christy a lot and screams a lot.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah. Like she is not contributing. She is not being helpful.
No.
You're not a fan.
Yeah, so she can go. Sorry, Kayla. No, nothing against.
No, the actress is great. It's not her fault that her character is the worst.
I really want to know who that is that Boyd's carrying.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think the talismans are kind of I think that whole thing is done with now. I don't think they're going to be using talismans anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Because why else would, I mean, unless everybody was in the same spot and got stuck somewhere. And then they had to get out at night. I don't know. I don't know why that would happen, but I don't know. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. But we only saw Sarah a little bit.
Yeah.
We did get a shot, and I don't know why it didn't pop up in here. We did get a shot of Boyd and Christy standing by the pool.
Yeah.
Looking at that white truck that's in there. So that's cool that they're gonna, that there's gonna be some acknowledgement of the pool with the empty pool with the truck.
Yeah. I'm glad they're finally shooting a scene in there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Now, there was on Facebook, I found a post where they said they were filming in a suburb of Halifax, a busy area, a fairly busy area. And there were creatures everywhere.
Ooh.
So I think wherever Tabitha is, there might be creatures.
I mean, there's a bottle tree, so
yeah,
stands to reason.
Do you think she's going to run into Eloise?
Probably. I feel like she has to meet Eloise at this point. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I feel like that's where the path has been guiding her up to this point.
Yeah. Saw the kids. In the finale episode.
Yeah.
So I wonder what that means. He didn't pay a lot of attention to him, but
we don't have any scenes of Tabitha like getting back to Fromville, so I hope she does get like back to her family at some point this season. It would suck if they were separated for a super long time.
Yeah. I bet she'll be able to communicate somehow over the radio.
Ooh, I hope so. Ooh.
Yeah.
What if she's on the phone?
Yeah. Now, who do you think we didn't see enough of in the trailer?
Christy. I feel like there's very little Christy, except for maybe that bear trap and a couple of times the shots we got of her. Sarah was barely in it, and I feel like there's still a lot of answers with Sarah that we haven't gotten yet. Also Jade, we saw Jade a lot, but not really any, I have no idea what's going on with him. He seems to be believes in his marbles.
Yeah. I kind of have this theory. Extremely instrumental in getting everybody home.
Yeah, I think so.
He might be the anti-Christopher.
Ooh.
Because you know how Christopher like went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jade and we've got Jade obsessing over the symbol just like Christopher did. But I think Jade might do the opposite. Up saving a bunch of people. Because if you think about it, like Victor said, Christopher was really likable and told jokes all the time, and nobody really likes Jade.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He's not no really likable guy. Although I started kind of like, I mean, I love Jade as a character. I think he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I started kind of sympathizing with him in season 2.
He gets a lot. Like towards the end of season 1, he gets a lot of character bump and continues into season 2 becoming more tolerable. Yeah. But for like the whole first 8 episodes of the first season, he is the worst.
Yes.
Hardcore.
He really is. But you know, there's something about the way that he immediately chills out and becomes apologetic whenever he has an outburst that kind of makes me feel like that makes me feel sympathy for him.
He really grows on you.
Yeah. There's a really great post on Reddit about Jade, and we are going to record our season 9 recap Sunday, right? I'm gonna bring the post up on that episode that somebody posted in Reddit. It's brilliant about Jade and Victor, and it's one of the best things that I read. It's not a theory or anything like that. It's more of a character analysis. And I thought this person like completely nailed it, and about Jade's character, and I loved it. So I will be bringing that up on Sunday. But yeah, it's basically how this person thinks that that both Victor and Jade are both neurodivergent, but different forms of it, you know, and in like the way that they're neurodivergent is very different.
I can see that. You have to send me that.
Yeah, I will. It was a great post. I loved it. Is there anything that you're really curious about that you thought for sure would be shown in the trailer that was?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it did a really great job at touching on all of the ongoing problems without giving anything major away. And the new information it did give away, like my biggest questions are what's going on with Tabitha, and we got a lot more than I was expecting of like what's going on with Tabitha and where she is. So
yeah,
I cannot wait to see what happens and how that storyline resolves. Like, whew.
I know. Do you think those creepy bone and wood sculptures that we saw in the forest, do you think that those might be some type of scarecrow?
That makes sense. Like a scare person.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe those. Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, maybe they will, like, I don't know, maybe that'll be the new talisman, perhaps.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Everyone has to have a horrible little statue in their house.
Yeah.
Let's go. Start whittling.
Oh, I used to have a fashion line, and I have a mannequin that I frequently put stuff on and took pictures of her. And I kept her in the bedroom, in our bedroom in the corner. And for the longest time, my husband would wake up like and almost scream because he thought somebody was standing there. Could you imagine like waking up and seeing something like that in your corner?
Every mannequin is creepy. That sounds awful.
Yeah. But yeah, bone and wood sculpture is a lot creepier.
Oh yeah. I would never sleep again if I had that in my house.
But maybe if they find a way to kill more creatures, maybe they'll use their heads maybe they'll use their skulls as a way to like as part of a scarecrow kind of thing. A scare creature.
Yeah. Look what we did to this one.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think there was anything that I'm still wondering about that they didn't reflect on in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I just really hope Kenny's mom is okay.
Yeah, me too. I'm really worried that it's her. There's so much evidence.
I know. Oh God, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Well, I think we pretty much covered everything that I had thoughts on. We're going to share these photos, all of these photos to our social media profiles. So make sure you find us Cyborg Queen Media on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Lemonade, and on X, we are at Cyborg Queen TV. We are now going to be, since we're getting into season 3, and I think things are going to start picking up, I think we're going to move forward with putting this on the main channel and, putting our coverage on the main channel for a while and see how it does. At least new coverage. So this is on the main channel. We may keep the recaps on the second channel. I'm going to play it by just well, I'll put up a community notice if we're, if we're going to the second channel. So just check there. Fridays. What's up?
You were cutting out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, we usually post these at 5 p.m. We go live usually at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fridays, but this week we are going to record on figure it out the time yet, but we will do that soon. So just follow us on social media, turn your notifications on if you want to know when we go live. The audio versions of our podcast are posted on Mondays, usually Tuesdays if we're a day behind, but usually Mondays. We are also covering Book of Carol, and my co-host Dawn and I are going to be doing a recap or a trailer breakdown tomorrow. So that'll be exciting. I just saw the trailer from that. I still have to watch the panel. And of course, Jazzy will be joining us for the after show when when Book of Carol starts up. So that'll be awesome.
Excited about that.
Yeah, me too. And like I said, we're gonna be checking out this Teacup series and maybe covering it. So stay tuned. There's a lot of new shows coming up, man.
Yeah. An exciting Comic-Con.
I know. But my body is screaming at me right now because I've been going for like 12 hours straight, and I am not built to go for 12 hours straight. And my flexor kind of stopped working already. So yeah. We are going to we're gonna skedaddle on out of here and go put our talismans up and retire for the evening.
Put on some plaid.
And hope that the demon ballerina doesn't get us. But we will come join us on Sunday. Like I said, I'll post in the community tab what time we're going live, as well as on our socials. So come join us on Sunday live for our episode 109 recap. And we will see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one.